Once he got the block, he made a move. He was headed to the end zone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off play action. Pickett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses and how are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
They'll run with Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ryan. Hey.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on, and the important thing.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. So a mistake there the first time that they touched the football, and now CD on the other side. What an opportunity.
A great opportunity, because remember, they went right down the field on the opening drive and got 3. And I think they're probably a little disappointed in just getting the 3 on the board. But here they have another opportunity to try and go up 10-0.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, middle. 13.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darrington Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First and 10, here's Pickett. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Steelers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Pickett. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. First down, and they go back to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Harris. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Let's go. Hey, check that, street.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Go check.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and he's got some space here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. In motion, the tight end. Jackson into the hands of London, and he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 4th down. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Go, Reed! Go! Hey!
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Check, contact!
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. And there to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Pickett throwing again on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. Buying time to his left. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. On the give, this is Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on second down. Pickett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes right side. The 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't